You know, there are three things that I want to show you when it comes to proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ. But first, I want to read John chapter 1, verse 12. It says, "But to all who believed him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God." Now, because we have been given the right to become children of God, we as believers are privileged to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. Come with me in the book of Acts chapter 9. You can read the whole chapter and look at Paul's conversion. But I want to focus on verses 15 and 16. It says, "But the Lord said to Ananias, 'Go, for he is a chosen instrument of mine to carry my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how much he must suffer for the sake of my name.'" Then as believers, we have the duty to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. In 1 Corinthians 9:16 it says, "Yet when I preach the gospel, I have no reason to boast, because I am obligated to preach. Woe to me if I do not preach the gospel." And then as believers, we are commanded to preach the gospel. In Mark 16:15, it says, "And he said unto them, Go you into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature." In John chapter 4, Jesus is having a conversation with a woman. She's by herself and she's a Samaritan. Jews and Samaritans do not get along. And pretty much, long story short, Jesus exposes her sin and she has a true encounter with him, to the point that in John 4:39 it says, "Many Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. He told me all that I ever did." In other words, because of the encounter that she had with Jesus, she went back to her town and proclaimed everything that has happened with Jesus. Now that you saw that we have the privilege, the duty, and the command to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ, check this out. Even if we were not commanded to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ, we would do it anyways, and we should. And this is the reason why. And then come with me in Acts chapter 4. You can read the whole chapter, but I want to focus on verse 19 and 20. In this chapter, Peter and John are being prohibited from preaching the gospel. But check this out. "But Peter and John answered them, 'Whether it is right in the sight of God to listen to you rather than God, you must judge. For we cannot speak of what we have seen and heard.'" So you, my friends, my fellow believers in Christ, brothers and sisters, even if you were not commanded to preach the gospel, but because of what God has done in your life, freed you from sin, delivered you from the enemy, we will preach the gospel. We will share our testimony so people can also be saved just like you.